Hey everyone, welcome to Mindful Mindsets, and today we're going to talk about 3 schemas that you can use to be happier, more mindful, and more motivated. So the first mindset is the ABC model of psychology. And the ABCs are affect, behavior, and cognition. And these 3 things tend to stay in alignment. When we're in a negative state, we tend to have negative thoughts, we think pessimistically, and then we don't take action. We procrastinate, we become lethargic, and we become more apathetic. Conversely, when we're feeling really good, we tend to be far more energetic and our thoughts are much more optimistic. We believe we can accomplish a lot more, and that drives us to take more action. As an aside, today I was not really feeling like doing this video for a while. That led me to start thinking that this video was really going to suck. And of course, that led me to procrastinate. I didn't want to do this video. Luckily, I was able to intervene and take some action. I do meditate pretty much always before I do these videos, and that always helps me. But luckily, I had the mindset of, okay, no, I know if I take action, I'll feel like doing it. And right now, I feel much more energetic than I did, and I much more feel like making this video. So we can influence them, any of those 3, by influencing just one of them. If we can influence all of them at once, that's great. But just remember that those 3 things stay in alignment. The mind does not like when those are inconsistent. So if we can hold our beliefs up for long enough, even if we're not feeling great, eventually our feelings will come up to meet our beliefs. If we can take action, if we can do positive things, even though we don't necessarily believe in them, and even if we're feeling really bad, eventually if we continue that action, those beliefs and feelings will come up to meet our actions. So we can influence any by influencing just one. The second theory is called the self-perception theory. And this theory states that just like you make judgments about other people based on their actions and what they say, you make those same judgments about yourself. So oftentimes we think our judgments are based on our thoughts, but they are just as much based on what we do. So even if you don't think of yourself as a courageous person, you don't think of yourself as a confident person, if you start acting like that, eventually you will start to think of yourself as that type of person. So we can influence our beliefs by taking action. That goes back to that ABC model, right? So we make judgments of ourselves based on how we act. This is kind of like the fake it till you make it doctrine. So if you can take action, eventually you'll start believing those things about your actions. And that goes in the negative way too, right? Maybe you think of yourself as a very confident person, but if you act unconfidently long enough, you'll start to not believe yourself to be a confident person. And the last theory that I want to talk about today is what I call the platinum rule. So the golden rule, one way to state it would be, don't do to others what you wouldn't do unto yourself. And the platinum rule is, don't do to yourself what you wouldn't do to others. Our self-talk tends to be far more negative than our talk to other people would ever be. We tend to be far more critical of ourselves than we would ever be of somebody else. And the platinum rule states that you should not treat yourself worse than you would treat other people. So when I first formulated the platinum rule, it was about 2014, and platinum was worth maybe not substantially more, but significantly more than gold. So it was about $200 more an ounce, and I thought, yes, that's how it should be. The platinum rule should be above the golden rule. It's more important. Well, as of 2019, platinum is worth much less than gold. So that rule no longer applies. I can't really say that the platinum rule is above the golden rule. But I thought that was funny, and I also actually think it's better not to look at these rules as independent. They should be together. You're going to treat other people, how you treat yourself is going to influence how you treat other people. How you treat other people is going to influence how you treat yourself. How you treat other people will influence how they treat you, and how you treat yourself will even indirectly influence how other people treat you. They're all intertwined. So rather than looking at the golden rule and platinum rule as separate, I think it's better to look at them as part of the same rule. They're intertwined. We're in this together. Treat yourself well, treat other people well. So I hope you like some of these schemas. I hope you can use them. ABC model, self-perception theory, platinum rule, and platinum, the golden platinum rule, let's call it, because it needs to be used together. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.